This is a short video to show the use of the Docs program, which is included within Chromebook. This is all being recorded on the Lenovo Chromebook using the screen recorder option. I happen to be using Logitech headphones with the microphone because that seems to give a very good ability to narrate, and also when I'm done I can hear very well when I play back to test what has been recorded. Okay, so this will be a little crude, but I think you'll get the idea. Okay, to start off with, I have to open Docs. Well, I happen to have Docs down here on my tray, so I'll just click on Docs. It opens and it gives me a lot of options, including blank and all the others. I'm just going to go to a blank page. I'm going to make a Christmas card. It's going to be a simple Christmas card, which will have some text on it and an image. So we'll have an example of doing both. Okay, I select blank document. It opens up. And now remember, the first thing I have to do is to change, or I want to do, is to change the name of the document because it's going to save this document into my memory, and I don't want it called untitled document. So I'll go up here to document, and okay, I'm going to give it a title, 2023-03 25 dash, and I'll call it Christmas. Okay, that being done, I can now go and start to put some input in here. And I'm going to say, it's going to be a very simple card. It's going to say, first of all, Merry Christmas. And then it's going to be from, and I'll just say your WTTW class friends. Okay, obviously this is pretty crude, and now I want to change the text. I want to change the size. I want to change the font, and I want to change maybe some colors. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is change the location, and I can come over here, and I'll center everything on the line. Now I'm going to change the size. I can either make it bigger or smaller, or I can choose the font size, but I'm just going to keep going larger until it looks about the way I want it. You can see the font size is 2830. Okay, we're size 36, 38. This is probably, we're just about filling the page, so that's pretty good. I'm also going to make it bold with the B. I could make it italics or underlined and or so on, but and I want to change the font, and this shows the fonts that I have available. And I'm going to go down to this one called Lobster, just because it looks kind of different and festive. Now, this is still just black text. I'm going to change some colors. I'm going to take the Merry Christmas, and I go up here to this thing here, which allows me to change colors. And I'll choose red for the Merry Christmas. And then I'll select the from and change that color also. And I'll make that one, let's make it a green. And I'll leave the WTTW class friends just the way it is. Okay, now I've got a card which says Merry Christmas from and WTTW class friends. And what I want to do down here in this lower level is to put some kind of graphics which is Christmas oriented. Okay, now the graphics I'm going to choose are in a different location. So I'm going to go back to my Google Chrome page. And the images I'm going to choose are going to be Christmas. And I'm going to choose a type of image which is called a clip art, which is kind of a cartoony type image, which has lots of bold colors. It makes it nice for things like Christmas cards. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say it's going to be a free image because some of these images involve payments. Usually there's no way to make a payment, but if you were to use this for commercial purposes, you would have to license an image. But there are some which are simply been given as free. Now this one lists as a free Christmas clip art, and it's a PNG image, which is the kind of a format. You want to look for something which is either PNG or JPG. Those are the common image formats. Okay, if I select this, it opens up on the side over here, and I can see some characteristics of it. That says it's 5,487 by 4,058, which means it's got a lot of pixels in it. So it's a good quality image. And with this image, I'm just going to do a right click, and it opens up a menu of things I can do. And one of them is to copy the image. So I'm going to copy the image. Now what that has done is put the image on what we call a clipboard. And now I can go back to my Docs program, which I think I can get to right from down here. Go back to Docs, and here's the recent document I had, which is the one I was working on. I'll go down. I have to put my cursor someplace, and I'm going to put my cursor. It's still centralized. I'll move it down a little bit, and at this location now, I'm going to do a right click and a paste. And now that takes what was on my clipboard and pastes it at that location. Okay, now at this point, it looks okay, but it's a little small. So I can enlarge it if I go over the image, and notice that the cursor changes to a bigger unit, and it creates something with the blue around it. And I can take a corner and stretch it out, and it centralizes it again, and I can make this kind of as big as I want it. I don't want to get so big that it goes off the page. And I'll say that down here, these are useful because these control how text relates to the image, whether you can write over the image or with the image in front of text. It's not important at this point. But I'll just keep stretching the corners until I think I've got it big enough. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so there is my Christmas card. Merry Christmas from your WTTW class friends. And now what I'd want to do, it's automatically saved. This will be saved in my my cloud storage. But I'd like to think about printing it. So the way that the print happens is you go over to File, and then work your way down the page to, it doesn't show right away. Notice I had to go, whoop, let's try again. I have to go down to find print. Now it gives me, I'd say, where am I going to print it? Well, it gives me some destinations. I don't want to make a PDF. I could just saving the file. So I'll click on this here, and it gives me some options. I could save it to Google Drive. Well, I don't really want to see more. And there I see the Brother printer. And from there, I print. Now you won't be able to see the print come out, but I'll throw a copy of the print in your mailbox. I hear it humming next to me. But this is probably a good time to close off. I'll get a copy of the print and just show you that it really did turn out, and then I'll throw a copy in your mailbox. Okay, here's our copy of the printer. So a very nice postcard, Christmas card. Okay, we'll wrap this up, and I'll try to edit this to get out all the mistakes that I made.